Hey folks, I'm BadDad at Fortnite. Here we are again, huh? I'm making this statement here today for comments I made last Tuesday concerning women. I treated the presumed to be of legal aged Red Riding Hood character like an object to be gawked at, instead of treating her for what she really was, a strong, independent female working hard to outlast 99 other individuals who want to murder her. And that was insensitive of me. Somebody caught me. I throw my hands up, I'm guilty. I was a genuine jerk. Although, for the record, I did have a lot of that anonymous foul, or one of our sponsors. And let me tell you, that stuff hits you like a dump truck. So I apologize if I've offended any of the females watching or that have heard. But I mean, yeah, seriously, if they're going to be, so distracting, maybe they shouldn't be on the battlefield. I'm just saying. But this is my full-time job, folks. Got to keep the sponsors happy, and I got to keep the sponsors I have, and I got to attract more sponsors that I don't have. So I'll pace myself a little next time, and I won't pick any girl characters anymore. Neither should you, unless you are a girl character. Yeah, so keep following Dad Strat, and like and follow BadDad at Fortnite, and we're gonna move forward like this never happened again. Okay, I feel like I'm missing something.
You come home after a long, hard day at the job. Work has been SSDD. Same story, different day. Nothing surprising, nothing new. But then you pour yourself a glass of anonymous foul and take that first sip. Wait a second, that taste. Familiar, comforting, but something you can't quite place. This calls for further investigation. Anonymous foul, a mystery worth exploring again and again. Please drink responsibly.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another edition of BadDad at Fortnite, brought to you by Theateresque. I'm Johnny Frakes.
And I am Sergeant Jeff Jefferson.
And we just saw BadDad give his third apology now, this time concerning some potentially sexist remarks about last episode. And Sergeant, I was wondering, I'm a little curious to get your reaction to that apology that we just saw.
Well, John, it's like you said, potentially offensive. And, while I don't necessarily believe that he needed to make that apology, it's always good to see that a man like BadDad is willing to do that, just in case. Kind of cover your bases, make sure that you're not, alienating any of your sponsors, alienating any of your viewers, and it really speaks to the man's character.
So he really did a commendable job there.
I believe so, yes.
Interesting. And you know what? I actually got a chance to speak to BadDad a little earlier concerning his newfound success. And why don't we take a look at that?
Absolutely.
Success is a guy who sets a world record, right? Gets noticed because he's always in the top 10, and then gets sponsors like Anonymous Foul, and this new one coming in, 8 Ball energy drink. And then I think they got another one coming in too, right? Some headphones. I haven't seen that one yet, but I'm gonna be rocking that up in my live stream, y'all. But yeah, man, it's just coming at me in waves, and it's a little loud, a little crazy. I think I'm handling it pretty. I'm still pretty humble, and I'm still my guy. I'm still my boo. Feeling good. Let's get it.
All right, look at that. Another excellent interview from BadDad. And I must say, I really appreciate how humble he still is 2 weeks after he broke that world record.
Absolutely, but still showing a key amount of confidence. In my experience, 3 tours overseas, Marine Corps Special Operations Command, Force Recon, Delta, and I've been training the best of the best ever since. you know, you don't want to go into battle with anything less than pure victory in mind. And, you know, for a competitor at his level, you know, you have to stay level. You have to stay humble because, you know, no one likes cockiness. No one likes boasting. But to see him still have that confidence level, to find that balance, it's really good to see. And I have to say, you know, if he wasn't competing, I would be recruiting him in a second.
Wow.
Got the mind for it.
I hope that gets to BadDad, and I hope he takes that as every bit of a compliment as I would take it.
All right, yo, BadDad! Gonna get it. We're doing something a little different here tonight, folks. They thought it'd be cool to be playing duos. So I got my girlfriend's son, Stevie. He's 10, cool kid. He's gonna be playing with me. He's up at his house, but we're gonna have a little back and forth, so that's gonna be cool. He's good at this game, so we should get the dub. Let's get it! Yeet!
I wonder how BadDad will play and cooperate and coordinate with a 10-year-old. Do you think that'll present a challenge?
You know, it's going to be challenging, but again, somebody with his strategic mind, I'm sure he's going to find a way to make it work.
All right,
I
Stevie, why
expect
did
him
you change your name
to
to
still
Thomas
perform
Walker?
at the caliber that we're used to seeing him perform.
That's weird.
So, top 10.
Are you there? Can
Top
you hear
10,
me, Stevie?
obviously.
Stevie, your mic's not working, so I don't know how you... We're going to do that dad strat, right? Did you just jump?
It is interesting to see
You're not my dad.
his teammate.
Thomas.
Yes,
Where's Stevie?
I locked him outside.
his teammate does not look
Can you
like
please get him back
he's
on
10
here,
years
please?
No, he does
drank all
not.
my Coca-Cola orange vanilla.
Well, this is interesting.
Oh,
Okay,
Jesus.
well,
Spent a lot of money on that.
old. All right,
It's
well,
hard to get around these parts.
You didn't spend
what
any
is
money. You don't
normal
have
is
the
that
money. You don't have a
BadDad
job.
has
Your mom
deployed
does.
from the
Oh,
battle
yeah, well,
bus,
she gave
Yes.
me a couple
and
dollars.
he's
I bought Coke,
deployed his
orange
parasol
Stevie,
vanilla,
immediately.
and
absolutely.
he
We want to
drank
try to
it.
maintain as much
Can we
time
get Stevie, please?
at a high altitude
No.
position as possible.
He's not here right now. Can't come to the phone, officer.
That's right, Sergeant. To let, as
Seriously,
BadDad
dude?
would put
This
it,
is,
let the deadbeats kill
unacceptable.
each other.
Absolutely. You know, there's
Alright,
no
so-
need in a competition like
Yeah,
this
you don't even like this
to
game.
throw yourself into the
Yeah, I
fray.
know. This is a kid's game.
Put
Talk
yourself
trash
in
about this game
danger.
all the time.
The goal is
How does it-
to
why are you
make it to
playing
the top
right now?
10.
And why are you on my stream?
You know, the most
open,
efficient
I
way of
was just
doing
like,
that is,
whatever.
you know, let the
Okay,
deadbeats,
we'll go ahead and get Stevie back in the house.
off each
put him
other.
Back in the chair.
you know, you stay safe in the
let's
process.
I'm not gonna get him back in the house. He's a runaway
Maintaining
now.
this position
He's on a
in the
milk
air
carton already.
is
He's a runaway.
one
It's
not
of
funny.
the
It's not
smartest
funny.
things you could
Your brother
imagine.
is a sweet boy.
Somebody using this
Not a
strategy
sweet boy.
to
You don't even
to,
know him
employ.
like that. You're not our dad.
Right. But
Okay.
but how might that be affected by
Well,
his teammate
Folks,
And you'll never
having
be. You'll never
gone
be our
straight
dad.
down to the ground?
oh my God.
It's troubling to see, but I
Seriously,
honestly
dude?
don't know if it's going to present
Did you
that
kill-
much of a
oh,
problem
look at that, right
for
away.
BadDad.
Look who died
honestly,
right
Oh,
away.
Sergeant, I'm
Yeet.
sorry to cut you off there,
It's
but it
just a
looks
kid
like
game.
his
I'm
teammate
still
just got
up in the
himself
air.
killed.
Man
Oh, indeed
numbers
he
falling
did.
Off of me, yo.
Well,
Who cares? This is a dumb game anyway.
Okay, talk trash because you're not
this
good
just
at it.
speaks to
It's gotta be a real game. A real
how
adult game.
effective
Like what?
the BadDad strat
Don't you
is,
say it.
which is
Don't
his
even say
teammate
it.
did not stick to the plan, and
Apex Legends.
well, we
Uh-huh,
can see
yeah,
what the result
trash
is.
garbage, that's what
This
that
is
game is.
definitely going to
Garbage.
present
Oh, that's trash
a
garbage? That's for
yeah.
a
challenge to BadDad, but I still
No,
think
it's
that he
not.
can
It's
pull
for
off the top
idiots.
10.
It's for the cretins and the simple minds.
Fortnite is
Although-
for 4-year-olds.
Now, Sergeant, we just heard
Yeah,
his
right.
teammate Thomas name drop another game, not Fortnite, but Apex Legends.
Someone ran
Are you
my
familiar with the title?
Absolutely, I actually
sure you're doing
am a
my
little
strat.
bit more familiar with Apex
Probably watch
my stream.
than
And now they're using
maybe
my
a lot
stuff.
of people.
Come on, guys. That's the problem about celebrities.
This is a
You
very
I
unique
gave away a lot.
game. I for one
Gave away a lot of
enjoy
my
it
information on-
100%.
on
I think that it is
how to play this game, and I think
optimized
people
for
started
the
adapting,
player,
so it's kinda
for
changed
the
the way the game is
viewer.
played, which-
You're not even famous. Nobody likes you.
Okay.
It would be, you know,
Keep
I would
saying
be
that,
really
keep believing
curious
it.
to see how BadDad would perform in a game like Apex.
Yes, to get the chance to see how the dad strat
You keep
carries
track of
over
coupons
into a
too much.
completely different game.
It would,
Celebrities don't
and
do
you know,
that.
I'm willing to bet that it would carry over well.
Thomas, why are you still on here? I'm really confused because you already trashed my game experience.
Well, I got nothing better to do.
Yeah, exactly. Why don't you find something better to do?
I got no good soda in the house. All we got is this trash 8-ball drink. Tastes
Folks, we got a new sponsor. Thomas is now destroying it.
I always enjoy
I will read.
watching the how he'll go from a place of cover
It's called
to
Four
cover,
Loko.
and
No,
as he
no,
leaves
not
that
true.
place of cover,
That is not the
he'll
sponsor.
usually break
Four
it
Those are the
down.
names of
Gold.
sponsors that aren't real sponsors.
14%.
I've heard some criticize saying that the gathering of the resources is
this fun for you,
unnecessary.
Thomas? Is this-
He
is
rarely
this what
uses
you
them.
woke up
You
and
have to
thought-
realize is I
Yeah.
don't think he's gathering the resources. I think he's breaking down potential places of cover that his opponents could use.
Right. That's
Smooth
always
as
a
a girl,
possibility.
too.
I just got word from the producers.
That's
I would
sexist,
I would
first of
like
all.
to share with the audience that Four
everyone knows that I
Loko
have
definitely
already
does not sponsor
shown
Bad
that
Dad.
is not the way.
It is instead an energy
Sexism
drink called
isn't the
8-Ball,
way. You're not a real gamer.
which Bad Dad is really excited for. So just want
Yeah,
to
you know, and
to
it's like
clarify
you like my
that.
mom so much. Why are you paying Amaranth for feet pics?
All right. I don't even know what you're talking about, so I'm ignoring that.
You've been
I'm just gonna
cashing
ignore it.
out
I'm ignoring you.
on gamer girl feet pics.
Sergeant, you
not-
wouldn't
that's not
happen
true.
to know who
I overheard you say the other day
this
that
Twitch
Ben and
streamer
Jerry's needs to come out with a new
Amaranth
flavor
is, do you?
called Gamer
No idea.
Girl Feet.
No idea. Okay. Yeah.
No
I'm,
idea.
I'm
I-
not
Folks,
too
that's not
familiar.
true.
I
He's
stick
just trying to
fairly
ruin
close
my
to
reputation.
Bad Dad and
You said
maybe a
Pringles
couple
needs
of
a
other
new flavor
podcasters.
called Gamer Girl Feet.
Okay.
Really,
I
I
heard
can't
you
say I've ever heard.
the body's
of,
made
the
up
name.
of 70% water, which means a good percentage of that is in the feet.
Interesting.
And Daddy's
Seeing him,
thirsty.
Build the,
So I never
ramp
said
there.
that.
I heard you say it.
Okay, I found the chest.
Which
Another-
is weird
another
because my
weapon.
mom has ugly feet. Have you seen them?
All right, guys. We're gonna try to work through this. We're using Dad's strat here in this.
Her feet are weird looking.
my God.
She actually has 11 toes. She has 2 pinky
I
toes.
mean,
on
considering
the
he
right
lost the
foot.
teammate
So
so
we are
early,
now-
he's doing
I
very
do
well.
too.
We're down to
41
40,
and
41. We're
goals.
well on our way to the top 10
Think
here.
about
That's
that.
right. We started
Almost
with
top 20.
about 50 teams
Let's
of
get
2
it!
people,
You know, I have
and now
really
we're
big
down
feet.
to 20 teams.
So what? You want to see my
You know,
feet?
when it comes down to it,
No thanks.
the math
see my
doesn't
feet
lie.
right
The
now?
smell of your room. I have no interest.
know,
in
You want to? You want to see my
seeing
feet?
your feet.
You know,
Bare
even
feet.
even
my
people
foot?
like to
You like that?
people like to say
like
that
that?
you know,
Okay, that's enough. That's enough.
us military
Make your
guys,
point.
you know,
Well, maybe if-
we're not that
Thomas,
bright,
pay
but
attention now.
Maybe if I was a gamer
you know, numbers,
girl.
statistics, that's really all we look at when it comes
But
to
I am a gamer.
strategies and what works
What I'm
and what
trying to
doesn't
do
work.
here is,
And this is a
riding
perfect
the coast,
example of
Dad's
that.
no, it's Dad's
Uh,
trap.
You're not
numbers
even a
don't
real
lie,
gamer.
and we know that if there's any criticizers of the strategy out there, well,
Stomach's
all you
really
have to do
killing
is
me
look at the
today, so
numbers.
I'm sorry about
You don't know
that,
how to
folks.
shoot
And I
right.
suppose you have to take
can I
into
help you?
consideration
You can't shoot. Look at it.
he,
Look at it swinging.
he is being constantly
Lazy,
distracted
weak
right now
wrists.
by this
No technique.
teammate Thomas of
If
his.
you were to
Who is
walk
definitely
into a
not 10
building
years
right now,
old.
you could not
He's
take
definitely
lives.
not 10 years old.
I'm talking about in
Think of
real
the
life.
the
I
worst
couldn't
situation I could
imagine
have thought of
being in
today.
this
This is it,
competitive
with Thomas on
scenario
here. So-
This is the
with,
worst situation?
with this
My upper
incessant
lip sweaty?
talking in my
This is
ear.
the worst situation I
I
can
just,
think of is
falling
it
things.
doesn't allow you to
progressing
hear
with
any
you and my
other enemy
mom.
footsteps.
you know,
I don't want you
again
in
though,
my
it
life.
speaks to the level of competitor that Bad Dad is.
I don't know
Stay
you
tuned, Thomas.
he
It's
is
probably time to
adapting
start
and
thinking about
overcoming
moving out, man.
the situation
Moving
he's in. He
out?
doesn't always get to
My
decide the
grandpa just
situation that
died.
he's
I'm
put
getting
in.
a lot of money.
But you know what? He,
And I'm
without
glad he's
complaining,
dead.
just deals with it,
Jesus.
still succeeds.
I'm getting like a lot of money.
You know, he doesn't
Are
have a
you-
choice
is
right
that
now.
really true?
But he's
Yeah,
going
why
to
are you
make it to
treating
the
like you
top 10
don't know?
regardless.
That's probably why you're still around. Plus, you know, my mom's got some money in her family.
That has nothing to do with why I'm with your mother. Now let's.
Do we
let's
know who
talk,
this
please.
I ain't
this
saying
person
you a
is?
gold digger.
Yes.
You ain't messing with no
last
bro.
episode,
Okay, don't
Bad
shoot,
Dad
don't shoot.
mentioned that
Don't.
he is romantically
Oh, get down,
involved
girl. Go ahead,
with a
get
certain
down.
woman,
Get
and,
down,
this
girl. Go ahead,
happens to
get
be
down.
one of her sons.
I see.
Oh my God.
18 years! You got one of your kids, got you for 18 years.
Very good. You can remember some lyrics. Okay.
Yeah, you know that song.
Moving out into the open now towards the
Yeah.
road.
All right, yo, we're
So,
getting
you know,
it. We're getting it.
oftentimes
Top
when you get to this
25
point
right
in the
here.
match,
And
you do
in
have to
this
start
mode, that's
making
even better.
a little bit more risky of moves
Looking for the
Can't
to
wait.
maintain your position
Can't wait
within the
until
circle.
fake gamers like you are going to be illegal.
I do expect he is
Once we
going
have
to
a real
stay near the
president,
edge.
A gamer president.
What are you talking about?
Yes, that would not be
We've
surprising to
only
see
had
from
one so
BadDad.
far.
Not at
John F. Kennedy was the first gamer president. He was actually just John Kennedy, and the F was
chest on
added to
the-
pay respects.
And that little carriage, that
Carriage
buggy.
there,
Really true, you can check that.
okay.
Yeah.
He actually wasn't shot either. His head just did that.
Okay. His head just did that. That's ridiculous.
He built a ramp there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not
I'm kinda busy
100% an
here.
expert. I think he may have been
Kinda
able to
busy,
jump, but I'm sure there is a
Making a
reason
lame live stream.
that he decided to do that instead of.
I bet you're Googling like feet pics of gamer girls while you're doing this at the same time. You're so weird, man. I know why my mom keeps you around.
Okay, I'm alright. I'm not gonna throw up. I'm not gonna throw up.
Okay, so it sounds like BadDad might
Unfortunately,
be battling some nausea
I
right
don't
now
have
too.
a health plan through.
I would think that's
good
completely
people
normal
here
at
at,
this point. Pressure
Peter
gets
S.
really high at this
So we
stage in the game.
Don't know if
and,
it's a real ulcer or just my mind, but
You know, sometimes nerves can get the best of the
Yeah,
best.
man, you're
you know.
unhealthy.
But it does seem
You
like
need to
he's
eat
maintaining his calm here.
I need to yeet better. Yeet!
Yeah.
Get it!
What? What? You got something against my mom's cooking?
No, I said yeet. Dude, it's a play on word. I'm not gonna explain myself to you. I refuse to explain myself to you.
You can't even hit that yeet.
Yeet!
There we go again. And now we see him in the air again.
I beat my meat, and then I yeet my skin.
Oh my
You
god.
know,
Are you
what's
That's
interesting is
what I
it gives you
Yeah.
greater
Good for
mobility.
you.
In my
And
free
Vantage.
time, when I'm not
Right,
gaming.
right, yes. That extra airtime
That's all the time you have
is
is
less
free
time
time,
spent
right?
on the
You
ground
have a
with
job,
everyone else.
Absolutely.
Friends or
I have a friend.
oh yeah, who?
And as
Who's
we
your friend?
all know,
His
the
name is your
key
mom.
point of the
Okay.
BadDad strat
Your mom.
is to
Yeah. Your
be
mom
where
get-
where everyone else isn't.
That's right.
Do you got a problem with that?
I'm ignoring you now, Thomas. I'm trying to play a game. I'm trying to concentrate.
Oh yeah? No, you. No, you.
If you'll notice, I'm in the top 20.
Top 20 losers of all time.
Okay.
And just
Biggest
to remind or
doofuses.
inform any first-time audience members out there, the Dad Strat
I just want to watch
does
you
have
fail.
5 steps,
Do you?
and
Oh, I'm
it
here.
does usually
Yeah.
go
Oh,
as
is that it?
follows.
That's why you're here. Okay,
One,
good.
Yeah.
Not because you need
deploy from the
attention.
battle bus.
Thomas needs attention because no one pays
2,
attention to her.
stay in the air
I'm
as
actually
long as
friends with a
possible.
couple guys on the other team that are beating you
3
right now.
Oh yeah,
is to
yeah,
get
yeah,
coasting.
Yeah, they're live tweeting
4
this whole
is
thing.
don't
Funny
die.
as hell.
hilarious.
And 5,
Hilarious.
Yeah.
I mean, what's left but
What's
top
their names,
10
Thomas?
after all that.
What's their names?
Yeah, let's
Their
hear. Let's
names
hear what your
are-
imagination.
I'm
bring up
trying
what their
to-
names is.
Figure out.
Crayon Mori Head.
You know, he's building himself what
Yeah.
seems like a makeshift. Okay, then.
Well, he just killed someone.
If my
you're
memory
reading it off-
serves,
Shooters! I got
what he
shooters in
might
the
have been
streets!
attempting to do
I got
was
180
to build a
shooters in
structure
Atlanta.
that could potentially throw off
so cringy,
any
dude.
enemy players, as if he went up that ramp. But instead, he would have been hiding underneath.
I got shooters. They got
You know what
aim.
else is
There's
genius?
6 people left and I'm in
BadDad
duo.
having officially made the top
You know,
You
10.
say
We
you
ever
can do
You know
that?
what? I was so
If
busy
we ever have a problem,
and
I know people that can
enthralled
solve
by
it.
watching what he was
Yeah,
doing that
video?
I didn't even notice.
Yeah, I got people out here.
What's that one guy that comes over? He's not really your friend, I don't think. I think he just comes over to eat food.
Oh, Trez?
Yeah, Trez,
So
right.
he entered
What kind
this
of name is
match
Trez?
or
He names
started
his kid
off
Trez.
relatively soon
Nobody
with
named him. He
a
was raised by
serious
the
handicap.
streets.
Every team has 2 people, but he essentially
Heavy
started off
pipe hitting motherfucker.
alone, as
Okay.
Thomas got himself
up with
eliminated
that
Top
dick.
10, top
quite
5.
quickly.
And you know, if
Pull up with
it
that.
looks like we're not surprised,
There's 4 more people.
that's only
2
because
teams
we
left
aren't.
in this game and me.
this is totally expected.
Do not throw me off this game.
I had no doubt at all that he
Don't
would
you
make it
throw
to
me
the
off
top
this
10.
dub.
Despite
Don't you
the
do it.
major.
My boy's gonna pull
Disadvantage.
up with that
Okay.
extendo.
All right.
Not your
Good for you.
friendo.
And not just the disadvantage of being down a teammate, but being heavily
Hey, for real,
distracted
though,
the
what I'm
entire
sick
match
of is
and
you
still
eating all
being
the
distracted.
ruffles.
Yes, I'm surprised
We had sour cream and onion
that
ruffles in the kitchen.
no one is doing
and I
anything
know
about
your
that.
huff ass ate them 2 days ago.
hopefully there will be some sort of interference run, perhaps on Thomas.
Guys, I want to
I'm
remind
not
you,
sure.
for $75 or more,
So do you think
you can be
that
the owner of a Fortnite.
he built himself another
BadDadatFortnit
makeshift
mug,
fort here?
collector's
Do you think
item.
that because the
We're gonna
first
have to go
fort
out,
that he
so.
built may have thrown off potential competitors here, that they'll see this one
Nobody's gonna
and
buy it.
not waste their
Nobody even
time
drinks
on it like
coffee
they did the
anymore.
last one?
You know what they drink?
Hopefully,
drinks
he
coffee.
did
If
make
you're
2
an
ramps on the other side of this
loco.
wall to indicate that perhaps he.
local for the culture.
Okay, well, I do have to make clear to everyone that, again, Four Loko is definitely not an official sponsor of BadDad at Fortnite.
For real, nobody's gonna buy your bugs,
But
bro.
to get back to your comment, Sergeant, I do believe that,
What are you,
this
like
will
Steven Crowder
continue
now?
to
You're just
throw
gonna
off
make money off
anybody,
mugs?
especially those who are too busy worrying about the other
I'm rising above this.
3 or 4
no one's
opponents.
gonna buy your mugs. Change my mind.
Another thing to keep in mind is we don't know how many teams are left. There
That's
could
true.
be
People
People
5
have already
single
bought the
players
mug,
left.
So your
There
mind
could
is already
be
just to be an idiot.
2 teams
How
and
many
BadDad
people?
left. It will only show the players, not
2?
the amount of teams.
Right.
Oh, 2 people. Who is that?
Circle's
your
about to
parents?
close in again.
Okay.
So BadDad will be forced
raised
to
you?
abandon this
I was raised in Missouri. by
makeshift base.
Proper people, not like you heathens up here in this godforsaken town.
Proper people. What kind of proper people are in Missouri? Like alligators? Were you raised by alligators?
Alligators are further south. You dumbass.
Okay, so that blue smoke
Oh, yeah,
there
well,
would
like,
indicate
what? I know they got
the
drugs out
location of
there.
a supply
Probably
drop.
like smoke glass.
But BadDad isn't
They
hanging
smoke
around.
glass while you were in the womb. I bet
He
they smoke
does not
glass.
seem to need any more
Like
supplies.
serious glass.
Well, you know,
We're smoking glass.
when it comes to
Your mom.
you know, you reiterated the steps of the strategy
I can't,
earlier,
well, I don't
and
understand why you're still here. I'm just so
you know,
confused. I don't have anything better to do.
that's just
do,
not. It
but
just
it's not
doesn't
till
fit
like
in.
11:30.
It doesn't fit in with the overall arc of the
Yeah.
strategy, and you know, we're
I'm
already in
going
the
on a
top
Tinder
10.
date.
You know,
Are you? Good for you. I
Right,
got
right.
mine.
So
stick to the
he's
plan.
basically already won.
Do you know what her name is?
essentially yes.
No, I don't
Essentially
remember.
yes.
Your
he has.
mom.
Oh yeah, very good.
We're down to 4 now.
I don't know
so
if she'll be.
clever.
I
So
don't know
we
if she's
know
gonna
there
be into
are-
me though, because
No,
your mom.
probably not, because most girls
At
aren't.
a minimum
Because your mom.
3
gay.
I
teams
can't
left,
imagine any girl into you, really, Thomas.
possibly 4.
Oh yeah. Ask your ex.
We're starting to hear
That
gunshots
doesn't make sense.
closer and closer for the first time in this match.
Ooh, what does that mean?
Yeah,
That's
what does
correct,
that mean?
but none of them
does
seem
that
too
mean?
close to BadDad
I
right
know,
now,
go
or at
text
least
her.
not directed
Go
in.
text-
in
He has
Text
largely
Susie.
remained
now.
unnoticed
Yes.
and unseen due to great tactical decision
Top
making
4, y'all.
on his part.
Top 4, y'all, in it. And I'm playing singles as a double.
And he just noticed himself. I don't
like to
really
see how you
know
are
if
in a
he
real game.
was even paying attention to how many were left. He
This
was
is a real
just
game. This is the
focusing
most
on the
popular game.
strategy
This isn't a real
and
game.
going
What
forward
in what world is this
until
most popular?
you know until the
the
until,
real
until
one?
the mission is accomplished, so to
This
speak.
isn't real.
I wonder what your IQ is. Like, if
This is
have
fake.
you ever had your IQ?
My
measured?
IQ is big.
All right,
I
we
was
do see a
told
player
that
building
I'm genius
on that
level.
on that hill
Oh, yeah.
right there, but
Right here.
BadDad
Yeah.
is just
Trez or
straying
whatever
away
his
from
name
that.
It's like
Heading
3 times
towards
my
a
shoe
rift
size, and my shoes are big
for the
as
second
hell.
time.
And he probably could have had an advantage if he was to have moved on
What's your IQ?
that player, but
Bigger than yours,
again,
fool.
the strategy,
420,
as much time
69.
Let's
in the air as
Giddy up!
possible.
Yes, yes, and this is always a treat to see BadDad in the air.
Because you're stupid.
All right.
And taking
Okay.
the highest ground, that what looks like to be the highest ground that is available in the current.
Can't wait till my mom eventually leaves you.
Oh yeah, is that what you?
The circle
with
has
the NBA
closed in to
player.
such a degree that he does appear to have the highest
She needs
altitude.
some major league
Which-
dong.
I have no
That's the
doubt
best
is
one, you
intentional. He knows exactly what he's doing,
Well,
and he's going to take the
not
most
gonna justify this,
advantageous
Thomas.
position he can.
My mom's a
I would
good
not be
woman.
surprised to
Yes,
see
she
him
is.
stay here
Exactly.
until.
She deserves a better son.
Well, I know you can't deliver. Because I hear you guys sometimes.
You were saying, Sergeant?
Oh, I'm so sweaty. Trying to
That
concentrate on this game. Top 4. These are 3 other peeps out there.
Yeah, I have a question. Does this?
Oh, no.
Oh no! It looks like BadDad is caught in the storm right now,
Crap.
See, what kind of game
but he's
does that?
deciding
no.
he's
Everything's
not building
purple now?
to get out.
okay, well he has started. Okay,
Oh, no!
He's trying to.
No! You distracted me, and you stole that from me.
Now you're dead.
Okay, so BadDad has
Like
been
Prince.
eliminated officially.
Oh my God.
His team,
Don't you disrespect
basically
Prince.
himself.
Oh, wait,
placed
you like a big Prince
third.
fan or something?
It looked like he was trying to get to that launch pad to launch him
Very, very
back,
did like Paul
back into
Walker.
the safe circle.
That's rude.
But it
minor
was-
misstep.
Yes,
Paul Walker
a minor
shot.
miss.
And that's what can happen at this stage in the game. It's important to note that he was not
I think you should
eliminated
apologize to a lot of people,
by,
Thomas, because on a public forum like
by
this.
any other
competitor.
player.
Oh, too soon?
It was
Too fast? Too furious?
it was just a minor misstep. It happens. But he made the top 10.
He did. He did make top 10.
Sounded like Tyrese right
so
now.
I'm not sure. I will have to double check with the producers if this will count officially towards his record. He is 15-0, but perhaps it won't due to the kind of terrible distraction that Thomas is turning out to be.
Gosh, I'm tired. What can I do? I'm not hungry. That's just right. That's right. I just had a ham and cheese before this. And I don't want water. That's just stupid. There's no time for a nap. I gotta get my stream in, yo. Yeet! BadDad's gotta kick it, yo. What's this? 8-Ball Energy brand energy drink, huh?
That's right. The sponsor that is definitely not for
So
low.
I hope they don't
cuck.
mind if I drink it from this BadDad mug.
Bro, you're cucking so hard.
Wow, what a rush. I feel my body, my blood pumping faster. I feel stronger. I feel warmer. I don't need food or sleep with this. Turn on my video game of choice. Fortnite. I mean, what else is there? Apex losers? Wow, I can see and hear everything so much more, too. This might be even make me a better gamer. Not that my dad's strat really needs improvement. Hashtag dadstrat! 8-Ball Energy brand energy drink. Not for the faint of heart.
Cuck.
Can we boot Thomas? Can we go get someone over there? It's like a 10-minute drive. Can somebody just go over there and physically remove him from this?
All right, everybody, and we just saw there BadDad give his second sponsor official ad read, that of 8-Ball Energy Drink and not Four Loko. And Sergeant, this having been your first official BadDadatFortnit game that you've been witness to, how did you take that game? How are you reacting to that?
Well, from everything I've been briefed over, absolutely what I expected, what I was told was going to happen. He made the top 10. We saw him use the dad strat. Whether you're in a team or not, the strategy doesn't change. And it produces the results that we've come to recognize as top 10 consecutively over and over again. So, yeah, I mean, I guess that's my take on it.
And that's quite the excellent take. Now, folks, we are going to move into this second game here, but we're going to continue with duos. We're not going to go back to solo. So hopefully, Thomas will be a little more amenable. He'll maybe work and coordinate with BadDad a little more than we saw in that first game there. We can really only hope for that. So yeah, it looks like BadDad's getting ready. So why don't we go ahead and get down to that arena floor?
Let's jump back in.
So Sergeant, it looks like while we are still doing duos, sniper shootout. It looks like that is going to be the game
All right,
variant
so we're going
of
to try
choice.
something else here. I don't know what
Sniper
Thomas is
weapons only.
still here.
Well, that's interesting.
Pretty sure we've got
that
enough
could,
Thomas, and I apologize for Thomas, but
That could affect
we're going to try sniper shootout.
Oh, you apologize for me?
the dad strat in a negative way, I
Well,
would
I'm
say,
making the show
possibly.
better.
Longer
We got
range
all kinds of
weapons
hashtags
mean
going
that you can reach out and touch somebody from farther away, and it makes it harder
It's all
to
wet, it's kinda like rumbling.
It's good
stay away
Thomas
from
in
the
Fortnite.
the other players, so to speak. They have a more opportunity to
Right. Yes, I could imagine if everybody is equipped with a longer range scope, they might be more observant. They may notice Bad Dad on the peripheral of any location.
Exactly.
Hadn't we been two people that last game? We might have actually got a dub, and you may have actually been able to brag to your one friend that you did something.
So I would imagine
good
what
with your
Bad
life.
Dad's going to want to do
I got
is
more
try to
than
find
one
high ground,
friend.
I've never
stay in
seen
the air as
anybody
long
but-
as possible,
What's his name?
stay
Trace, or
moving
whatever you call him.
as much as possible.
Yeah, well,
You're
I
not
got
going to want to
tons
stay
online.
in one spot for very long, and you're definitely not going to want to stand still for long periods of time. This is pretty
I
basic
still got this other friend I'm gonna meet
tactics
up
when
later
dealing
today.
with snipers in real life even. You
his
really
name
don't want
is-
to
Your mom.
remain a static target. You want to be what's called a hard target.
Oh, what's the problem? Okay.
Bah!
Oh God.
Again, it looks like he's going to have to be dealing with the high levels of
What is
distraction.
wrong with you?
But they
Like,
did jump
seriously,
closer
what's
to
wrong?
one
Did they-
another this
Did your
time.
mom
So-
drop you when you were a kid?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, that
She
that
has
actually
very-
might
Yes,
actually
so
explain a
hopefully
couple
there
things.
will be a
She has
positive
soft
result
hands and they're small.
because of that.
possible.
Hopefully
Feasibly
Thomas
possible.
won't be eliminated
Yes, it is
as
feasibly
fast, or maybe
All right,
maybe
are you
that
still in
would be
the
a
air?
good thing.
No, you're about to land, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you even know what Dad Strat is?
You want to stay hidden,
I mean,
and
No.
I'm just doing
larger
this to kill
squads,
time. I'm
easier
just
to
kill
notice.
time, man.
Yeah, you're killing my time.
We'll
Whatever,
see.
I
We'll
like
see
your
how
time
it goes.
first,
We don't
thing.
know how Thomas is going to.
What's up?
I have a couple people think it is, so figure it out, please.
Oh, it looks as if.
Figure out your life, please.
It's
go ahead
been a
and
minute
figure
since
it
you've
out.
been
Maybe
like back at our house.
Bad Dad has
So as
noticed
long as
that
you don't come
as
back
well,
anyway, they'd be like
and
pretty chill.
is deciding to put some
I've been really
distance
busy,
between him and his
with
team.
this.
Kind of dropping that dead weight.
Grown man, super busy playing video games and shit. You're not even a real gamer.
I'm not. Is that what you think?
Yeah. You're
What
always
else do you
looking at.
think? Are you a flat earther, Thomas? You think the word Earth's flat?
About
You
a
think the Earth is
third of the
round?
players already
Dumb
gone.
it.
We're still
God, you do. Don't
pretty
you?
high in the
You're
air,
one of those.
which is good to see.
The
It is
Earth
good to
isn't
see,
flat
and we
or
just saw
round.
him cross
It's a
the
triangle.
circle. So he
Actually,
will
it's a
be
cube,
safe. He
but
won't
that's
be
another
caught in the storm.
subject.
Staying
Time
close
cube.
to
You think it has edges?
the edge of the
You
map.
stupid
Also,
That's right, the coast.
It's got directions, 4 directions.
to be
4
noted.
cardinal directions. It's got in 4 sections, actually.
You just keep saying the word four.
Yeah, 4 is a sacred number, bro.
Exhilarating stuff.
You're
Everything's
into
divided into 4. Your life is
Are you into
divided into 4s.
numerology? Are you into
Now,
numerology?
Bad Dad just
Well, I
mentioned
know you're into 5 something. I know you're into
time
5 toes
cube.
at least.
Sergeant, are you familiar
6
with the
toes
time cube? Is that
sometimes
perhaps a
helps my
code
mom.
name for something?
You see this right here? I know you were downloading this.
All right, we're doing
You
Dad
got this
Strat.
from
We're in
the
the top,
e-girl. You like that?
top
That get your
50.
dick
Well,
hard?
not quite. 56.
You weirdo. You like that?
Once again, I'm doing it by myself in
that's
duos.
not
because
some
How about that with the
government
red nails,
project.
Huh? Oh!
Not that I'm aware of.
Oh!
No.
Oh my God, are you still alive? How are you still alive?
You're sick!
It could be. I would imagine
You go
that.
to bro? You gotta wake up to that normal
Family.
shit.
I don't know why he would have information on
Go ahead and keep it clean,
Right,
please.
right.
anything like
Yes,
that. and
probably
I
not.
Trying to
wouldn't.
do this.
Especially in any official
I do Dad
capacity.
Strat and being distracted. Dad distracted is what this is
A
called.
big shout out to our
So
sponsor.
you see what he did there?
Bro.
He started to
Not
do
our sponsor.
what
Not
he
our sponsor.
normally does by breaking down the cover, but he
Our
stopped
sponsor
before
is
breaking it
8
down.
Ball.
Yes, I
Energy
believe he did that
brand energy
not,
drink, and then
to give his position away. If
Anonymous
anybody
Foul.
else is looking at that building from further away
You wish
and they
you had
see a
8
wall
ball.
being
You
destroyed,
didn't even have 2.
that automatically gives his position away.
This is you're real funny, Thomas. How are you
Yeah.
still alive? You're
Why
not
am I
doing Dad
still
Strat,
alive?
so I don't know how you're still alive.
Oh, I thought you meant like in life.
Good point. Thomas
Yeah, well,
is
maybe
lasting
kinda.
a bit
Are you
longer. We're
still
down to
alive in life
38
also after eating all those
players already.
Pods.
I eat
That's
3
right.
meals
So
Very,
and
very
poop
quick
every
match
day.
this time.
It is. More than half of the field has been eliminated.
Yes.
You don't even poop.
And Thomas still on the field.
Well, I'm gonna try to explain to you. Maybe you'll get it.
Unfortunately, we can't see if Thomas
In life, we have
is
4
even
distinct
playing the game or if
periods.
he's just staying
Just like
stationary.
the Earth is divided into 4 distinct periods, and just like The universe is therefore described in 4 distinct
I'm not a
periods.
gamer girl. I don't have a period.
Oh my God. You have childhood. You have young adulthood, parenthood, and grandparenthood.
37 players left, and
explain everything.
that's
Yeah, my
still without a
grandpa's-
weapon.
My grandpa's dead. Explain that.
That would mean
then
he
you
would
have
be
death
completely defenseless
and
if he
rebirth.
ran into another enemy player.
He would, but I
Look up Time Cube and you're going to learn a lot
imagine
and change your life.
Oh, you
he
believe
will
in
be
reincarnation?
attempting to
believe in
remedy this
reincarnation? What do you think
soon,
my grandpa came back as?
certainly before the
An
final
annoying
circle.
ass stepdad, possibly
Right,
stepdad?
so yeah, he would want to seek out a weapon sooner than later.
Forget it.
He's going to want to go into the final quarter,
I'm gonna get
if
it
you will,
instead.
final 25,
Let's get it.
most likely with a weapon, and I imagine he'll notice that. He recognizes that.
Ah!
Well, are you still alive over there?
Yeah. I'm admiring the scenery.
Then again, what we might be seeing here is a general wear down. The distraction might be getting to him a little bit. It doesn't seem to be, but you know, we're not in the situation.
And I couldn't blame him if it did get to him.
Yeah.
All right, because we're going down to 28 now.
Seriously.
Still yet to
You know, I kind of get why your dad
seem to
left
attempt
you.
to look for a weapon even.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
right, he
why?
still seems focused on gathering
You're
materials.
obnoxious. Who would want to live with you?
And even while he's focused with gathering materials, far less than last game. We were looking at about 294 wood right now,
Yeah.
as opposed to
Where's your
the
mom right
just
now, by
under
the way?
700 from
I don't
last
know,
game. I
probably
think he
taken
got up
from
to.
another
Did it
guy
get that high?
It got that high.
who isn't you.
But like seriously, has there been a guy come around or anything? Or
There
shouldn't
could
like,
have
a new
been.
friend? Okay.
You've been away for a long time. Who knows?
Not that long. I'm coming back. I got to get this gaming career going.
You
I
would
mean,
think
come
at
to
this
think of
point
it,
too,
there's
he
been
might
like 10
start to
guys
try and
here
build.
recently.
Okay, now we're seeing a ramp made by another player
they
here.
call
So
it
That's right, we
Same
did
day,
not see
too.
BadDad build that.
In 20-minute intervals.
Folks, I'm so sorry about this. This is not what you signed on for and not what I signed on for.
And I think they're all like NBA players, like
Oh my
6'10"
God.
guys. That's really packing heat in every department, especially down there. You know what I'm saying?
Your feet, yeah. You're going to talk about their feet again?
No, that's you. You like feet? You're paying NBA players
mildly
for pictures of their
distracting to
feet
even
too?
be
God,
trying
you're
to
sick.
pay attention to the game. Even for us,
Jesus.
I can imagine what he's dealing with right now.
You're absolutely
my
right,
stomach
we
is
don't have the controller in our hands.
I'm
A
sorry.
special shout out to our sponsor, For
Oh,
Loco.
man.
Little Loco action! For
Nope,
Loco.
not a
Snap
sponsor.
into
No,
us,
there's
Four
people
Loko.
here. I'm not even
8
playing this
Ball
game.
is
Well, I don't have a
actually
gun.
BadDad's official
What is
sponsor.
happening? I'm just so
That's
distracted
8
by-
Ball energy brand energy drink.
You're ruining my experience, Thomas!
I'm not ruining anything. You're ruining my life.
No. Oh my God, you're ruining my life.
Jesus.
When are you going to move out?
So we
Get
just
your own
have seen
lifestyle.
BadDad go through
Dude,
this
shut up. You're cucking
bit of
totally
a
right now.
seaside town, kind of gather what he can.
Acting like a total cuck.
I stick this back to Dad's trap. We got to get back. I got to get
Continues
done.
to collect some materials. Maybe Thomas,
So sweaty and hot and sick.
his
oh my
his
God.
You're like literally
distracting
cucking.
his
I just explained
distractive
the cuckold
nature is bringing
situation.
out more
That's
of the
you right now, bro. You're
hoarder like traits in BadDad.
It does seem to be that way.
That's an NBA player's feet.
Although he
You
has
like that?
just
You like
grabbed
that
a
shit?
cannon.
I bet
Okay,
you
moving
do,
the
'cause you
cannon
like
to
all feet.
what I would imagine would be a
Seriously? Can you please just do something else?
strategic
Anything else?
position, allowing him to
What? Cuck like you?
have
Oh, he's just
Oh,
entered
I
the
see.
cannon.
Oh, my
More time
wife's
in the air,
boyfriend
of course.
changed the
Yes.
password on my RuneScape account.
going towards the circle,
Someone
of
buy
course.
my mug.
That's right. Expediting
right
his
now.
way towards that
That's my
circle.
impression of you.
So, you know, even with all
it?
of the
That's
distraction
real
that
good,
we
real
have been assuming,
Yeah,
it
pretty
does
good.
seem like
Like,
he's
this is
still
Part of Dad's trap here.
he
The
still
Jay
does know what he's
Farrow
doing. He's
stream
still
or
very,
something.
very controlled.
Oh, cannon?
Down to
We're talking
22
about
players. It does
what's
seem like the
cannon?
game has
I'm on a
slowed down quite
cannonball,
a bit
y'all!
from what we
Get
experienced
it!
earlier.
Cannonball, y'all! Hashtag Dad's trap!
Oh, and Thomas has just been eliminated, as we see there. He was
Cook.
lost in the storm.
He was.
He was probably too busy
top 20,
trying to
y'all.
distract
Yeet
BadDad and
Top 20
failing because
cucks to ever
BadDad is
live
still
and
alive.
breathe air.
Have this.
It does seem that way,
Cuckold.
and it answers your question from earlier, as to whether he was
Nausea.
actually playing or
Did
not.
throw up earlier?
Yes, at some point he
Oh, yeah, 'cause what have you
seems
been
like
eating?
he just
Yeah,
decided to stop.
evidence would point to
Okay.
probably not.
Nothing
And
sacred to you? Like
Bad
nothing?
Dad appears to be
Apparently
applying
feet are
a
sacred to
field
you.
dressing
Weirdo.
of sorts
Maybe they are.
in terms of
Everybody has their thing.
dealing with his
I mean,
nausea.
okay.
I believe he just grabbed
Weird.
some minty gum.
That's good gum. We should get the gum guys to sponsor us.
You know, and they keep those in
free
the
gum
field
up in this-
rations they give us,
Ooh-wee.
gum, for that very
Let's
reason.
get it!
So,
You eat gum?
smart move on his part.
Who eats gum anymore?
Perhaps Bad
so
Dad
hip.
might have been in the service himself.
I would not be
Why do you do
surprised,
that?
not one
What?
bit. He
What
has the
happened?
discipline, in the,
Bet you want to do experimental stuff with feet.
he has the mind and the look.
Look at that.
All right,
What-
and Bad
what
Dad
is-
has
what is
launched
this?
himself from the
Oh, you're dead
cannon,
already.
He
Oh,
has.
okay, yeah.
getting
Good for you.
right
On
towards
top.
that circle's edge.
You like
Yes.
NBA players? you like
no
feet?
gun.
Plenty of
gamer
time
girl feet?
Crap. Get
before
a gun. Why don't I
the
have a
circle
gun?
closes.
You just want to stick your foot in
I'm
someone's
going to set a new
butthole.
world record right now in Fortnite.
6
going the
left
longest
to
without a
top
gun.
10.
I bet you'd like some toes in your butthole.
You know,
Okay.
it looks looking
While
like he
someone
might make it to
watches,
top 10 without
'cause you're
ever
a
even
cuck.
having touched a weapon this round.
Top 15, no gun.
yes.
That's got to be well, no, wait, I already said
Which
the
he's
record.
just commenting on right now.
My other record. Confusing.
Cuck holding.
Someone get a hold of Tim Sweeney again to find out what this record is.
I would like to
Tim Sweeney's
apologize
not gonna
on
reply,
behalf
'cause he
of
doesn't
myself,
talk to
my
cocks.
co-host here, and Theodoresque about any of these,
Okay, Quentin
pro-
Tarantino.
all of this profanity that Thomas is
Yeah, you like
currently
feet.
spewing or has spewed.
Is that what that means?
Yeah,
We don't
yeah,
exactly
yeah.
endorse Thomas
know
in
what?
any
So
you have
official
Pulp Fiction
capacity. This
reference?
is not Thomas
You took my mom
knocker
to a
at
tap
Fortnite.
dancing show.
And I'm
That
no
is
stranger
weird.
to bad language, but
Tap dancing is actually
This
very,
is fairly
very
disgusting.
entertaining and very difficult.
You didn't go for the dancing. You went for the feet.
Oh, God.
The big stinky feet. You like the old Nickelodeon logo, Dan Schneider.
Oh, my God.
now
man.
we're hearing some
Shout out to our
movement
sponsors
coming
for
from
Loco.
somewhere.
Nope, not a sponsor.
That's right. I
Not a
believe
sponsor.
somebody else entered a
The
rift,
local accident.
and they might be repositioning themselves.
Oh!
Okay.
Oh! Oh!
I know we've said it already 3 or 4 times before,
I
but
could've
again,
been
just
in a couple
to remind
bands.
everybody at home that we do not
Called
sponsor
my
Four Loco,
mom's
or Four Loco does not
boyfriend's
sponsor
foot
us
fetish.
in any capacity at all.
Oh!
You're absolutely right, Sergeant. And we're
I don't
seeing
know that
Bad
I've ever
Dad
met
build
anyone
that
so
ramp
obnoxious, folks. I
structure as well as
apologize.
hiding underneath it.
Very similar to to what we saw
Always
the game
apologize.
previous.
Such a
Yes.
cuck. Real gamers don't apologize.
Which, as we all know, resulted
they say
in
the
a
N-word.
top 10 finish.
And we are so close
Okay,
to
guys, I'm
another
one
top
away from
10
being
right
one
now,
top
just
10.
one away.
In
One away.
duos, by myself, solo, yo!
Subscribe
without
to
a
PewDiePie.
weapon.
Get it? No, subscribe to Bad Dad, please.
It's an amazing process.
Subscribe.
Follow
PewDiePie.
and subscribe, please.
What do you got? Some kind of little cuck foot army? It's all just like dads who like pay out e-girls.
What is wrong with you? You are a sick individual. You know that, right? I mean, you have.
We
some
appreciate
problems.
all of Bad
I'm
Dad
not sick.
supporters
I'm
out there.
completely fine. My doctor said I'm okay. All
right, so judging from the
I'd be
record-
really curious to see the adaptations he would make
away.
in a game like Apex, being that there's no building. But that building and resources are not technically
I think
part
the record would be top
of
8 because
the
the person
strategy
whose
that
record
he
I
uses
broke
to
in the hang time.
He certainly
he
seems
actually
to
landed
use
8.
building to his advantage
he
here,
kinda has that
whereas
record, but I had the
building
hang time
could
of 11
give away
minutes,
one's position
13
for
seconds, and
any
his was 10
normal
minutes and
characters as they're
43
building
seconds.
And we just
high
made it to the
ramps.
top
So,
10. We're now at
yeah,
9.
yes.
I'm gonna get.
Sorry, I didn't mean to
Top
interrupt you
two
there, but I
Not
just
at all.
needed to point that out.
Of course, this does represent another
Thomas,
victory, another handicapped victory.
Thomas, who?
Saddam
cares?
Hussein. Oh.
And then we got another player
No.
walking up. It seems he
You
has been
done
spotted.
did me in.
And
What?
okay.
How did he shoot me after I put a
Okay,
wall
so
up?
Bad Dad has placed 9th.
Yeah, we need
Technically,
Top eight,
Bad
top
Dad and
nine.
Thomas. But there was something odd that
all
happened
the
right there.
Chads.
He was
on your
able
stream
to
know.
put up
What, so-
that wall,
Sorry about
but yet that sniper's bullet pierced that
Very
wall.
odd. I also find it interesting. Very similar skin to what Bad Dad plays as.
We need more walls.
I'm gonna take this
Build
outside
it
to
is what
listen
I'm
to
saying.
that.
Real
Gosh,
gamers
I'm tired. But
love
what can I
wall.
do? I'm not hungry. And I don't want water. That's just stupid. Ah, there's no time for a nap. I gotta get my
I'm
stream
gonna
in.
drink a Four Local.
Not our sponsor. What's this? 8-Ball Energy brand energy drink. Huh. Wow. Oh, wait.
Oh.
Wow, what a rush.
Why would I eat
I feel my
8-Ball?
blood
I'll
pumping
drink
faster.
it.
I feel stronger. I feel
Why
warmer.
would I drink any 8-Ball when I could drink some
I don't need
Local?
I don't need
Four
food or
Local's
sleep
so
with
much better
this.
than 8-Ball.
My
Matter
lips
of
are
fact,
numb. Get me some Fortnite.
I'm gonna drink
Let's
Four
get
Loko
it!
up my ass
Wow,
crack.
I can see and hear everything so much more too. This might even make
Give
me
me
a better
Four
gamer.
Loko Anima.
We really hope that
8-Ball
8-Ball
energy brand
doesn't
energy
take
drink.
offense
8-Ball,
themselves
8-Ball,
to
8-Ball,
anything
like
that
it's
Thomas
cocaine.
is saying right
You
now.
don't even do. You don't even
I'm sure
smoke
Bad
crack.
Dad really appreciates them as
Don't
a
even
sponsor,
smoke crack.
and that anything that Thomas says, Bad Dad's audience will not take to heart.
Oh! That's Viper.
All right, everyone, welcome back from Game 2 there. We just saw Bad Dad place 9th, so he did get that top 10, despite Thomas once again proving to be dead weight. What did you make of that, Sergeant?
I agree 100%. You also have to take into account that he did not have a weapon the entire match.
That's right, and you know what? I, for one, really appreciate that type of gameplay. It proves that you can be a pacifist in this game. You don't have to rely on violence and aggression to just kill everyone you see. You can make it into the top 10 without a weapon on you.
Okay.
Yeah, and but this brings us to our halftime, and we'll get to our halftime dad stats right after we hear a word from our sponsors.
Bad Dad at Fortnite is brought to you by Feederesque, bringing you nothing but the best.
Well, okay, so it's kind of strange once you reach a certain level of celebrity because of the celebrities, like, it's kind of like superheroes, you know? Like, Superman doesn't want to hang out with a regular guy. He wants to hang out with, like, Batman or somebody. So, I don't know who's pranking me, too. When you get celebrity, they want to prank you because, you know, that's big dollars for people. Dollar, make you holler! Yeet! I'm yeeting right now. So that's how it works, and I didn't realize that. Like, that's all been new to me. Like, Laserbeam reaching out to me, and Ninja, and, you know, Tim Sweeney, him and I are now buddies on the Twitter. I know he's busy, so he can't always answer my questions, and I get that, and I'm starting to understand everybody's busy, so not everybody's gonna be at your beck and call like your friends back in Missouri. Like I said, sponsors and everything, it's just like, all right, slow down. I haven't had a day for myself in months. Like, it's just go. It's a circus show, you know? Yeah, Tased and Confused trying to get me to play Sea of Thieves and stuff. I don't even play that, Tased. I play Fortnite. I'm a Fortnite champion. So, okay, so you got this guy Butternut hitting me up, wanting me to play LOL. Pretty sure that's laugh out loud, but I don't know. Is that like a game? I don't even know it. You don't ask, pick somebody, Peyton Manning to play soccer. It wouldn't make sense. You wouldn't ask, like, Michael Jordan to play baseball. But you get the idea, right? So I guess that makes sense why some people can do but not everybody says, I'm a specialist. And I go in, I'm like a surgeon. I'm precise. I have my game. I do my game. And I'm really tired of the people trying to get me to come and do their game because, my name's big and they want to have a big name playing their game. Make your game less boring, fools. Put some llamas in that shit. Yeet!
Bad Dad at Fortnite is brought to you by Feederesque, bringing you nothing but the best.
You come home after a long, hard day at the job. Work has been SSDD. Same story, different day. Nothing surprising, nothing new. But then you pour yourself a glass of anonymous foul and take that first sip. Wait a second, that taste. Familiar, comforting, but something you can't quite place. This calls for further investigation. Anonymous foul, a mystery worth exploring, again and again. Please drink responsibly.
Bad Dad at Fortnite is brought to you by Feederesque, bringing you nothing but the best.
All right, folks, now that we're back from that short word from our sponsors, let's get right to it, the halftime dad stats. So as we take a look, 0 kills in that first game, as well as 0% accuracy.
Yeah, but what's important to note is that 0% accuracy might as well be 100% accuracy. With no shots taken, we can't properly judge accuracy off that. I think it doesn't speak negatively to Bad Dad at all.
That's an excellent point there, Sergeant. And as we can see, the result of that match, he did place 3rd out of 99 players, which is incredibly impressive.
Absolutely. Another interesting stat to look at is the damage to structures. Only pointing back to what you said earlier when I had mentioned how much wood he had gathered, you were surprised at the amount. Well, this speaks to that amount. 13,800 damage.
13,800, that's absolutely incredible. And he did manage to use 250 materials on top of that.
He did. I would be interested to see whether that would be another record or not. I don't have those numbers offhand, though.
Right. As we move to the second game, we can see some fairly similar numbers. 0 kills, 0% accuracy, but I guess that serves as a second example to reinforce your point, Sergeant.
Absolutely. Again, not even having a weapon that round.
That's right. So he didn't even have a chance to demonstrate his prowess in the accuracy department.
Not at all.
But we did see his prowess when it came to achieving a top 10. He did place 9th in that one before being eliminated by that one sniper.
He did.
And damage to structures in that round, 8,500. Although it's not as high as 13,800, it is still pretty decently high.
Yes, it is. I believe he might have been a little bit more distracted that round, still finishing it. Top 10 though, so.
That's right, when you get down to it, that's really all that matters.
Absolutely.
Especially considering his teammate, which was not much of a teammate at all.
Honestly, working more against Bad Dad than with.
It's absolutely right, but hopefully he won't be such a negative influence on Bad Dad, at least in terms of his attitude in these upcoming matches. So why don't we get back down to the arena floor, as I can see Bad Dad right now getting ready, and Thomas, and let's get into that action.
I don't understand why can't we just cancel today, right? Because he's not going to be around. He's got the attention span of a goldfish. He'll move on. Stevie will come back. Stevie will probably be back in a couple of hours. Yeah, plus I know it's live, but I can't. Okay, that's fine, but I mean,
there's no other sense about
I know, but this is
right.
it's
Bring it up. It's not going to change anything. All right.
Okay, but I get that. But what I'm saying is, he's ruining this.
Listen, I understand.
And somebody else beside, I mean, no offense, but don't you have a boss that you can talk to?
Yeah, and he says we're going with it.
Did he say that word for word? So maybe someone needs to get Tim Sweeney on the, because Tim Sweeney would be his boss,
Tim
right?
Sweeney is he doesn't have anything to do with it at this point, right? Tim Sweeney is he deals with different stuff. Right?
What?
He doesn't deal with the day-to-day of this, right? Yeah, you interact with him, but it's not the same as programming the show. All right, so we're doing it. So you have to suck it up.
Okay.
This
Oh,
is what,
fine.
game 3 of the day?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do it.
It's halftime.
Fine.
Okay, yo, let's get it. Yeet. Let's yeet. All right, so now now we're going to do a Team Rumble game with my wonderful girlfriend's son, Thomas, and we're going to yeet. We're going to get it. Let's get it. All right, so Team Rumble's a little different. I've played it before. It's a lot of just aggressive.
Oh yeah, I bet it's so different.
There he is. Hey,
Sound
bud.
like the rest.
Good to hear you talking.
Yeah.
All right, it looks like BadDad and Thomas have joined a
well,
Team
good thing about this
Rumble.
one, I don't
This
have to be
isn't
anywhere
duos
near you
anymore.
in
This
this
isn't
game because
Sniper
it's Team Rumble
Shootout.
and you
This is Team
respawn.
Rumble. It's 20
What I like to
on
do when I play
20.
this game is I
Yeah,
like
this
to
is
see
going to
where
be
the
very
circle
interesting to
forms, so I'm not
see.
too far away from it, so I don't
Maybe
have to- Although if you die in the
the
storm,
fact that he will have a team of 20 will
respawn, but-
it will mitigate the damage
If you
that
die in real life,
has been
you're
being
just
done
gone
by the
forever.
distraction that
well, no, not true. You get
he's going to have to
reincarnated.
deal with.
Oh, that's the
The
youth
four
thing. What are you?
cycles, 4 stages.
You're a Buddhist? You're a Buddhist now?
Not necessarily a Buddhist. I believe in the time.
It'll be
cube.
interesting to see how he uses the dad strat.
Well, you know,
Or
my
will
mom's
he?
Jewish, so we're gonna have a
If at
little
all.
culture clash
I'd
right
imagine
here.
he still
Okay, that's
would.
fine. She'll come
I
around.
don't think he'd deviate
Judaism
too
is
much
part
from
of
the
this.
dad
I
strat.
think
Seems
in
to be
some
his
ways-
She'll
bread
come
and butter.
around. What does that mean?
But then again, this might provide the
my
opportunity
mom's some
for,
kind of
for
floozy?
BadDad to prove
No, I do
himself
not.
in the
Just as you disrespect
aggression
her?
department.
You think
Which I'm
just
sure
that
he
he's
could.
had bingo
I'm sure
every
he
other
could too.
Sunday?
Has absolutely no reason to. Doesn't need
know
to.
what that means.
He has proven
She was a
himself
bingo.
enough.
That's right,
And
that
she
one
gets some
official
good dick.
kill on record.
He definitely did not
multiple
spend as
men.
much
Look at his
time
gun. Look at that
in the
gun,
air
young.
as we are used to
Look
seeing.
at that gun,
That's right,
son.
he's getting to the ground as soon as
Get
possible,
good
at least.
thing, and not from you.
Thomas, I'm not doing this.
You're not doing this?
No, I'm not doing
Thomas
this. I'm not gonna
still
let you
proving to
completely
be quite the
sabotage
nuisance.
What I do here. This is what I do. This is my
I
life.
can't sabotage something that already isn't working.
Oh my God, Thomas.
But that
Seriously?
doesn't mean that BadDad
Might
can't
as well call your
retaliate
wall,
himself.
your live stream
True, but
trash.
we're probably gonna want to see him concentrating on the game still, right?
That's right, that's right. And so we see him gathering materials. He's picked up a weapon
Your
already.
live stream's like a
Looks
welfare.
like, say, a silenced
recipient.
assault
This is-
rifle of some
I think
kind.
this
Because
is
it's
probably
not
like
working.
this must what have been like for the Americans
That-
in
that
World
is
War
true,
II
but-
when they
but
had to
I-
fight alongside the French.
We'll be interested to see if it
everyone knows the French are
sees much
obnoxious.
use.
I'm going the wrong way.
Where
least they have
the
a
last
good
two
gun.
rounds
Yeah,
doesn't
there's a
seem
lot
like
of
he's
things that
been
were,
opting
could've
to
been
use
solved
those
by World War
weapons
II.
that he has picked up. The
all the
second round,
Russians?
obviously, not having a weapon at all.
One,
I
So
feel like I should take it.
We know somebody didn't do anything wrong.
Wait, what does that mean, Thomas?
It means
Okay, so
whatever
he
you think
has
it means.
2 shield
Fake gamer.
potions, which he's drinking right
well.
now.
he's gonna get the shield
hope
up, and
you're
he
not
picked
saying
the bush. So I'm thinking
Hitler,
that maybe he
because-
is going to opt for more of a dad's
Your mom's
bad
Jewish.
dad strat right now.
Oh, what are you, cucking? You're not even racist? You're not a real gamer.
Oh my God. I don't even know how to justify some of the crap you say because it's just so juvenile.
Still
Oh,
staying
that's
in the
juvenile?
initial spot he landed in.
How are you even? I don't know.
Your
He
mom
is,
get
and he is going to have to move
Okay,
from
good
this
sentence.
position,
Good
especially
structure
when the
there, bud.
storm
Big
starts
ga-
to close in.
He has plenty of time still. He doing much less
He's so smart.
resource
Yeah, I am
farming,
smart.
as we're used to seeing.
actually
At least in these last,
got
compared to the
invited
last
to Ivy
two
League
games
college.
we've watched.
You're
I might
absolutely
go to
right.
Harvard.
His resources all
And
below
then I might drop
100.
out.
As they can show you.
So it does seem like
what's
he is
going wrong with our
switching up
youth.
his strategy a little
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah. Look what's wrong with our youth nowadays, folks. Look at this guy, Exhibit A. A
What,
complete
going to
moron.
Harvard? You have a problem with kids achieving success?
No, I don't. And what kind of success you plan on getting there, Thomas? What are you going to go into?
I'm gonna build something.
What? What are you going to build?
I'm gonna build like an orphanage.
Oh, for a moment, it did seem like he was going to
Where is he?
bypass that. But
gonna build
he
an
did end
orphanage.
up,
Where are you, Thomas? Are
going
you
for
in
the
this
more
game still?
airtime.
For
That's
kids
right,
who are
taking that
orphans.
geyser, something we've seen him do last match with a
I'm gonna
female
impregnate
character.
a bunch of women and
God.
leave them and give them all housing.
You are really obnoxious. Do you realize?
Shout out to our sponsor, For Loco.
Not our sponsor.
Well, For Loco action!
Four Loco, not our sponsor,
sponsor,
not
not
a sponsor of Bad Dads either. It is 8-Ball energy drink.
Come on,
Please
Dad.
disregard basically
You know what
everything
be
that
that means?
Thomas
I
is
swear to
saying.
God.
8-Ball energy drink, great product.
You see,
So absolutely obnoxious.
this game keeps asking me to build things. What the fuck is my name, Bob? It's not Bob. I'm not some kind of builder.
So Thomas demonstrating a misunderstanding of the game completely. So even when he is trying to play, it
Man, I
does
swear to
seem
God,
like
I
he
beat
does
that
not
man's
have
man.
a general understanding of the
What?
mechanics
How
of the
big
game.
that means.
I
So,
couldn't agree more, Sergeant. Although perhaps to play
Okay.
bro, you
Devil's
ain't even know this
advocate,
shit,
or in
Dad.
this case, Thomas's advocate.
Come on.
He is on
let's just see
mobile,
what's going
so he doesn't have a
I'm
typical
gonna go ahead
game
and,
controller. He is trying to play Fortnite
You
on
ain't
a
even
phone.
a real gamer, man. I'm
So I
gay
could
and I'm
imagine that
racist.
might be
Oh my
difficult
God.
in some respects.
That may be true. Interesting that you point that out. I
Doing all
assumed
this
he was texting
Folks,
the
I am
entire
so
time.
sorry about this.
They should be paying me to do this.
I'm gonna yeet into the game. Yeet!
My God.
Yeeting into the gizame, y'all.
More airtime.
That's not even
More
how young
airtime,
people talk.
cannonballing into some trees.
Into some trees. Now would be a good time. It does seem he
Trying to sound like
ditched
a
the
young person?
bush.
You know what you gotta say?
Might have been
You
good.
say, swear to God,
Great camouflage
beat up
spot
mans.
there.
Come on, Dad.
It is.
Does choose to forego.
Oh, I've been that man. Ask your ex.
Teammates surrounding him. He has at least 3 other teammates around him right now.
That's right. We can see that in the top right-hand corner of our screen, that mini-map there, as well as a supply drop nearby.
It might behoove them to go towards that supply drop. They do seem to have numbers in
come
their
on.
favor.
Come
I
on.
would be curious to
Really?
see
Really?
Bad Dad
Really?
You're making me
demonstrate
sick,
his
Thomas.
teamwork ability here.
Oh,
he does
really,
seem to be
really?
going towards the box.
Oh,
We'll be
really,
seeing if
really,
there
really,
is
really?
any kind
What's
of
the dilly-dilly?
contact to be made
What's
here.
the
They do tend to be
dilly-dally?
hot spots.
That's true.
Come
Oh,
on,
he
man.
has opened the supply drop.
Who is this? Is that a guy
Oh,
on
this
another
appears to be an enemy player
oh,
and
oh,
a,
here we
and
go.
a crawler, or a baller.
Realizing that they might be outnumbered, they move for a better position.
team? That's good. All right.
I bet I
Alright,
go
so
beat your
I
shit
believe
Tetris.
Bad Dad has chosen a weapon that
Where you
suits
at?
him
I'ma
a
shoot
little
you.
more.
I'll gun your
I
shit right now.
believe that
Yeah.
might be
Shots
the
being fired right now. We are seeing contact. Bad Dad showing,
That kill.
actually getting a few shots off.
He is.
Good
Got
shots,
it!
good
Oh,
contact,
got it,
and a
yo!
kill for
Got
Bad
me a
Dad.
kill, y'all.
I would
Folks,
expect
we-
nothing less.
Hello.
We
got
have
me a
been
kill.
lucky enough to witness Bad
couldn't
get
Dad
a
get
kill in real
another
life.
kill. This is incredible. This does not happen
That's
every
your goal to get a
episode.
kill in
This is
real life,
amazing.
Thomas. That's
It
great.
really was. It was a
Obviously, it's
treat
not yours. You're not a real gamer.
for me. I hope the viewers feel the same way. Wow, just wow.
Oh, yeah? You know, some of these 3-shooters...
And the ball going into the geyser,
get about
taking
20,
more
30, that's about a
airtime.
couple spy planes. Prestiging.
I'm sorry,
Perhaps
folks,
as
I
a,
don't even
as
know
a
what he's on about.
victory celebration of sorts
there he
after
is, look at
getting that
Thomas.
elimination.
Do you even have a gun, Thomas?
And you know
Yeah.
what, Sergeant? I'm not
What
sure
gun-
if you
yeah, what
noticed,
gun-
but I
let me see.
believe Thomas was providing an
It's
extra
called
layer of
Your
distraction,
Mom.
trying to use his pickaxe on Bad Dad
Your
as he
mom.
was trying to fire against those opponents.
It did seem to be that way. I didn't want to comment on that, but Thomas still trying and failing, might I add. We have some more contact here. Bad Dad engaging with another opponent.
That's right.
And
Okay,
I just got the craziest gun
Alright,
right
so
now.
Bad Dad did die there, but he is able to
I'm sure you did,
respawn,
Thomas.
so
I'm sure
no
you
worries
did. Are you
to
alive?
the audience out there.
Oh my God.
seems to me that Thomas is getting frustrated with the fact that BadDad is not responding the way that maybe that his distraction techniques aren't working the way he thought, and really trying to up his game now. So that last death may have been a contributing factor.
Your toe looking at.
Okay.
I feel as if Thomas is
get this
acting
guy
more like
home.
a professional troll than he is
So you've been
a
saying your whole
professional
life, right?
teammate.
That's a very
Hilarious.
apt description, a professional troll. Yes. So moving in on another opponent here,
Jesus.
taking some shots.
I hope my mom just like straight Courtney loves your.
If that's a reference to Mr. Kurt Cobain's suicide,
Taking a shot himself.
non-suicide, I will not accept it.
He really should be laying
got
down more
murdered.
suppressive fire as he's trying to move.
Totally cool with my mom
So we saw him
murdering you.
circle that tree there and then
I would actually help.
charging, but he can't spot the
I mean,
enemy.
another
Here we go.
opponent doesn't seem to notice that he's there, decides to get in front of him, but takes another kill
I could probably
and
take you out.
Dang!
promptly
I could probably do it
Promptly
while you're
another
sleeping.
death, but still, that's that kill.
wouldn't even know.
He has 2 kills now in this round.
we have
sleep
We've
very
never
heavy.
seen this before.
at the moment a
That's incriminating
1-to-1
yourself,
kill-death ratio.
dreaming
So if
about
something
feet.
does happen,
Well, people dream Z's and catch Z's. You're just dreaming about
This
feet.
should put every BadDad detractor
Yeah.
in their place.
Gamer girl feet.
I
you're
can't
basing this
can't
whole
imagine
thinking
any
on
better
one
way
misunderstanding.
to silence the
Misunderstanding.
naysayers than this match that we're watching right now, despite
It's your-
Thomas's
misinformed, Thomas. That's just-
unwanted
background.
appearance.
Yes, gameplay akin to some of the best I've ever seen.
like there's Thomas over there. I'm shooting at him.
Might be the best I've ever seen. BadDad giving a little bit of the trolling back to Thomas.
That's right, popping off a few rounds.
All in good humor.
It is.
I ain't even
Although
got feet, man,
that
so I
does
can't even
distract
judge. I got
from
feet.
the goal of the game, that getting 100 kills as a team.
It does, and it does seem like the team is falling a small bit behind.
Okay, so BadDad is now building
I don't
around
have the
himself.
two. You guys
a
are actually
fort.
lucky. I wish I was like.
I'm not sure
I
why.
only got 1 foot.
I would imagine he's going to create a high ground for
1
himself.
foot down. Let's go. Suck on
So we
that
got
live
another
stream.
sponsor. Is it? Okay. Are you tired of
A
unexciting
third official
headphones?
sponsor.
You know, the kind that's right for a night or two, but inevitably leaves you unsatisfied?
Can't even speak right.
Leave the monotony behind and get by with binaural oral headphones. Audio so titillating it's downright indecent.
He said "oh" and "t."
A slick, attractive, hard metal body is wrapped in a luscious, form-fitting leather that practically begs for your touch. What is this?
Quit thinking about feet while you're talking.
Silky smooth cushions offer a sensuous embrace, while the ever-accommodating ear cups are more than ready to swallow ears of any size, providing you with an intimate level of oral pleasure you never... What?
Oh, like you talking about? Like,
They're spelling it A-U-R. Speaking of endurance, the 23-hour battery life is more than willing to last as long as you can, but should you tire it out, the quick charge features let you plunge back into the oral action without resting too long. With portable headphones so flexible and foldable, you can enjoy yourself in any daring or vanilla position. You can imagine. Our advanced Apex 69mm crystal lattice polymer S3X driver fuels stimulating speakers that never come off dry and rude, but are as sweet, wet, and dirty as you desire. Due to a customizable equalizer that allows you to impregnate it with as many presets as you like. Really? Okay.
come on, dude. Why are you talking
The
about?
modesty
Why are you talking
stacked
about
speakers
blowing?
are able to produce a vast sonic range, but it wicked whispers that make your hair stand on end, throbbing low end bass that pulses through your body, or the steamy
Dropping
mid-range
loads.
responses so savory your spine will tingle.
Come on, man.
Guys, my kid's watching this.
I mean, I'm gay, but that's.
All right, it looks like
Come
BadDad's
on.
in the storm right now.
I'm in the
Yeah,
storm,
interesting
guys.
choice.
Seriously?
Just
to,
racist.
Okay, you just got out of it. That was a good move.
we
Good. Definitely needed to step up.
We
He
even throw
did
in a cleaning
pop his
cloth
head out
just
of
in case you
cover
make a
now,
mess.
though, so he is vulnerable.
There's no. With
Hey,
such a
show us-
swollen
show
set
us
of
that-
features and
you gotta
quality, there's
show
only
us.
one option for the discerning headphone aficionado.
The match is
binaural oral.
the gap has gotten
Obscenely
closer. It'll
arousing.
be interesting to see if they
Man,
can
you
pull
gotta
it
show
off.
us
Please
this
play the game?
man. I'm Muslim.
The game's about over now. Look.
I take offense to this
Oh, now the whole game.
Oh, and that's the,
The whole game.
end
I mean,
of
I
that
literally
match.
read that out.
Just
The whole
as
game.
BadDad was
I only got 2 kills. I would have got like.
about to maybe close the gap.
Absolutely.
4 more kills was all they needed.
Yes, he just finished that ad read, and I would like to say in official capacity, I believe BadDad did mention it, but just in case Thomas was talking over him, I would like to say that that sponsor, binaural oral, oral is spelled A-U-R-A-L.
Collector's item.
So that relating to sound,
$6 less.
of course, they're a headphone brand.
69.
Oh my god.
But that was an amazing match. We did see BadDad do something completely unprecedented, super exciting. 2 kills in 1 round. We've only seen him get 1 before in 2 previous matches, 1 being in an official capacity. So this was absolutely incredible. Again, Thomas providing a bit of a distraction, but still, Sergeant, what did you make of his performance?
Amazing. It was a real treat to see him get not 1 but 2 eliminations on his targets. The game was a close match, even with all of the distraction. It's a 20 on 20. One player cannot win that round by himself. So while we didn't see a victory, we saw a 96 to 100 finish, and certainly with giant contributions by BadDad.
That's right, 2 out of that 96, so a real decent amount, I must say. And Thomas probably providing no help at all.
Absolutely none. Once again, a hindrance, if anything.
Right. And now, why don't we get into the action of Game 4? Are we doing Team Rumble? Are we doing duos? There's one way to find out, getting down to that arena floor.
All right, so we're gonna do another game of duos since I had fun the little bit of time I got to play the last Team Rumble, but that's okay. We'll try to do Dad Strat one last time. Well, hopefully Thomas's mic's not working.
Oh, my mama, man, you ugly as hell.
No, he's still there.
Long neck ass.
You'd think his attention span is short enough that he would just kind of
Smell like
move
poop
along.
and vinegar.
So, Sergeant, we could have seen right there at the loading screen, crouching to reduce your profile.
Right, Thomas, let's
now
try to
is that
actually
an
do Dad Strat. What do you
effective
think?
strategy to reduce your profile so that other people might not be able to see you?
Yes.
There he is.
You can crouch to get lower.
Okay.
Can help you to maybe
You
hide
hear me now?
behind things.
Oh yeah, I can hear you, bud.
Fuck this.
Oh my god. I'm doing Dad Strat, so
Okay, so Thomas abandoning
you think you
the
can
game
pull that
altogether, it
off.
looks like.
You have the patience and maturity levels. I doubt it, but
Maybe he had to use the
Thomas is still on the
facilities to relieve himself, perhaps. We hope
bus driver.
he's just left, though.
Now, do you think that this is going to be
There's Thomas. No, is that Thomas?
maybe
Yeah.
overall better
What up,
for
Thomas?
BadDad?
Doing Dad Strat.
Let's hope so. I
I
mean,
see these
Thomas
deadbeats. I think
is
we kinda
right
should do a little
here,
deadbeat beat down, huh?
falling with everyone else. And BadDad
Microphone not
did
working
just
there, bud?
mention the possibility that these 2 characters, these enemies right here,
All
might
right,
be
so if you didn't ever
deadbeats.
see the episode of Deadbeat Beatdown, it's where we clean the game up of its impurities, where idiot attention span people who have none attention span, that is, get distracted by shiny colors around them, and they just don't realize they're still playing the game, and they just land, and they're deadbeats, and you got to clean the game up with them, kill them out. So hopefully that's what these are.
Absolutely. He
looks
really
like Thomas
likes
is
to
gonna play with
eliminate
me.
these
No, this guy's
deadbeats to
not. Crap.
purify the game, as he said in his own words.
And you know what? I couldn't agree with the wording of that more.
All right, we see the players
Thomas is right
having
in there
been
with him.
forced to deploy
Right
their
in the mix here,
parasol.
Thomas.
And BadDad
You know what you're doing, bud?
hasn't. He isn't near the other players. Okay, he's getting closer.
Maybe just keeping his distance just in case. What is unfortunate is that he can. Oh, see, now it
One
looks
player
like we have a
was
player.
pretending to be a deadbeat.
Very interesting.
It is a true hack off right now.
Or get shot at too.
Now, maybe if Thomas
Oh,
was
no.
around,
If Thomas was around, he might
Thomas, what
be
are you
able to
doing?
support
and
his
we have a
teammate.
player with a gun now, and
Oh.
they're
Oh no. Placed 40th. We've really never seen this.
no, but you know, this is
You know what just happened there? I'm confused.
Okay, yeah, I couldn't agree more. He had a deadbeat for a teammate. He was trying to deploy right alongside him, not wanting to leave his teammate alone. You know, trying to protect his team, the integrity of that match.
You know, and this goes to speak. You know, in the military we have a saying that you're only as strong as your weakest link. And when you have somebody like Thomas holding you down, you can only do so much. And at some point, it is going to negatively affect your performance.
Which we saw right there. They placed 40th. That, you know, 10 other teams eliminated. That's an alien type of sight to see in
Absolutely.
BadDad at Fortnite. So,
Absolutely.
But as we did hear BadDad say, we're jumping into Game 5 right now. We can only hope for the best. We can only expect the best, really, now that Thomas shouldn't be a part of this match. So let's get right into it. Get
Let's
down
go.
to that arena floor.
So Thomas is was a deadbeat, so I'm gonna go ahead and kick him out, and I'm gonna play my last game solo and kick.
That's right. Kick him out.
Yes.
Kick him out.
Bye, Thomas. Bye.
It'll be a real treat to see the
All right, now let's go to
BadDad in his
solo.
natural
my,
element.
My theater.
Solo BadDad strat. I think this is really what everybody wants to see.
He's a real solo artist.
Anyway, we're just gonna play before he jumps back in and just ruins everything. All right, we're going for that solo dub, yo. Let's get it.
Yes, he's really a solo artist. He's not a two-piece. He's not a
I
four-piece.
While it is amazing that he is
So
willing
much
to
more
always
peace without
diversify his skill set, try different things, try
doing
different
what he
strategies.
does all the
Really,
time,
this is what
24/7?
he is about. This is
Sounds
what he has
like he gave up
perfected.
on his,
This is what he is known
His
for.
mission to ruin my
And this
day.
is what everybody wants to see.
Although it pretty much did, but I'm gonna get in focus back, and I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna have a good game.
I couldn't
good
agree
last
more.
Game.
I
We're
mean,
going back to
while
Dad Strat,
duos and
hashtag
Team Rumble
Dad
has
Strat.
been fun, it's been
We're gonna get it.
an interesting sort
Let's
of
Get it. Yeet.
diverse sort of play.
Right.
This is really the foundation
Stevie
of
back in.
BadDad at Fortnite. This is what people
You
come
guys would
for.
have enjoyed Stevie.
Kind of
so
like the
that's
Pro
sad
Bowl.
for him.
No
He's
one
a
takes
kid.
it that seriously.
He's
But the Super
Fortnite's
Bowl
gonna be
is what we're
11,
about
so
here.
That's right. That's right.
He's got a real cute lisp. It's kind of weird. at
Although
his
it
age,
would
but
be
he can't say his
interesting to
Rs.
see an Apex
That was
Legends
good-
themed
good for
Super
the-
Bowl.
for the show,
It would.
for the stream.
You know, I've heard that a few times being
Why
said.
am I here, Stevie?
I
Why
would.
am I here?
I really think that we
else.
could
But anyway,
see
you know,
a
you get the
player
idea.
like
He's a cute
BadDad
kid.
thrive in a game like Apex.
You know, he's got some problems.
He's already
but
proven
that's all
himself
right.
on this field. I'd
Not
love
like
to see him
Thomas.
prove himself on a game like Apex.
Thomas has mental problems.
And since that
Stevie
game
just
is
has
more
emotional
team-based, Do you think the other
Gonna
players
thank that bus.
would welcome
What?
the dad strat?
I think
Oh, cheap.
almost certainly
some
they
guys
would,
using Dad Strat
if
already.
they haven't already.
Let's see how many people we got using. Yep, there's a Dad
BadDad is
Stratter.
a well-known
Hello,
player,
sir. Welcome to
and
my
a
game.
lot of these players
Hopefully you see
play
that I'm
multiple
playing.
games. I wouldn't be
He
surprised
ran
at all.
away. He got scared. Typical.
Given, of course, that his teammates aren't.
Man, isn't this nice?
Thomas,
This is so much better.
which, as we can see, he's still gone.
All right. We're
Doesn't appear to have
gonna
been
see
a
what we can get
bathroom
on this
break.
map. I know before
Well,
you probably
we
couldn't
can
hear me when I was
only
trying to
hope he
explain the
stays
time
gone.
cube to
Exactly.
Thomas, but there was no way
As
he
we
was
can
going to
see,
get that.
everyone, BadDad is in the middle of his
So
dad strat.
basically, it's
Once
something I
again, those
learned.
5 steps.
I'm kind of getting
Get
in contact
kicked,
with a lot of
which
people.
he already has.
I'm meeting people. I'm meeting
Deploy
secret people
glider,
and different
which he has
things.
right
I'm
now.
Learning a lot about the real
Going
truths
down
of-
on that,
of
or
reality itself.
heading
not what
towards
the
the ground on
sheeple
that
think.
palm leaf. Get coasting.
the idea
So
of time cube
as,
is everything's
as this
in fours,
ring
so you have,
appears
like,
in
four
5
is the sacred
seconds,
number.
he's gonna see the circle. He's gonna
You have,
take
like, 4 corners.
his direction towards
You
the
have, like,
coast
4
strategically. That's where players
Everyone
mostly
thinks we live in
will
3
not
dimensions,
be
but there are
found.
4 actually
He'll
more
be
than that,
free
but-
to gather materials,
Or Dad
gather
Strat too, so-
weapons,
Even
and
Dad
he'll
Strat,
be
it's actually
free to do
has
that without being distracted by
4
any
dimensions.
enemy players. And that will allow
Like your
him to get
lifetime.
to
So
step
you
4,
got
which is don't
You're
die,
You're born.
and step 5, which is
childhood.
top 10.
You're a parent. You're a grandparent. That's kind of like Dad Strat.
If you had
bus,
to take just
You get
one
kicked off the bus.
of the steps, would you say is
You
is
deploy,
maybe the most
and you
key
get coasting?
step?
don't
It would
die. I may
have
have
to be
lost
top
count.
10. It would
One of
have
those
to
you
be
can
top
skip
10.
and still
Top
say it's
10.
4.
Yes. Everything else
Earth
almost
has
happens.
As
4
a symptom
middays,
of top 10.
4
Exactly.
midnights
Exactly.
in different hemispheres. Northern, southern, eastern, western hemispheres. Think about that. Really makes you kind of wonder about, like, Dad Strat's the same way, and so is this map. It's kind of like life, you know? Life mirrors, how's it go? Something mirrors life, and life
Really
mirrors.
just finally
Dad
skirting the
Strat.
edge of that circle there, just to get to the
Don't
coast.
die. I mean, that's
That's
your
right.
life. You don't want to die.
62 players left,
So you
approaching
don't.
the
You try
top half.
Life, perseverance.
I think what he's
Great band, by the way.
explaining right now
If you wanna
is
look
is
them up.
how he applies and how he
Great
thinks
lead singer.
maybe everybody should apply the Dad Strat not only to their gameplay
Personally.
but to their life in general.
Yeet! Let's get her. Okay, I'm gonna go up here because I saw some people building. Man, I need to find me a gun. I almost with the situation again where I don't find a gun. Luckily for me, I know where one is. 52, y'all.
But folks, we can
When I get done here, I'm
see
gonna
it in
call
Bad
over to
Dad's
the-
face. We can hear it in
girlfriend's
his
house and
voice.
ask her
He's
if
much more
he's okay,
relaxed,
'cause
much more at ease. He is more in
I'm
his
worried about
natural
Stevie.
element, as
Not really worried about
Sergeant
Thomas so
you,
much.
you
I mean,
probably
he's-
estimated.
Absolutely. I
himself.
mean, you eliminate that distractive
Maybe a heart
element
attack tomorrow.
and you know, he's
Energy drink
back in
he's
his A game right now.
He probably did one of those energy drink enemas.
It's a
Shut
thrilling
himself
thing to
down.
see. So happy that I'm able to witness this right now.
Yeah, I'd go over there and check myself, but I can't really leave here. I'm obligated contractually to remain part of the studio myself to improve my game.
Okay, so we have Bad Dad gathering a bit of materials, although
remember,
he
like, in,
doesn't have too many right now.
A lot of the World War II pilots.
you know,
would
he's
complain that, they'd see Foo Fighters.
it does
and
seem like
stuff in
he's
the
kind
air.
of just
What was
more
that? Were they aliens?
he's staying more relaxed this game.
No,
He doesn't,
aliens
he's
have
not
been
in a
visiting this planet
in a rush
since before
to
humans
to
were
really
here.
accomplish anything.
Think
It's
billions
all
of
about
years
just
and billions
getting
of
through those
solar
steps
systems that are older than ours.
all the way to the top 10.
They've been
That's
coming
right,
here,
and there is no
I
rush
believe
through
that they
those
seeded
steps.
mankind. I think they took the basic ape form and bred it into the human form. And it's all about consciousness at that point. You think about consciousness is the key to the universe, so like Dad Strat. You think about how, like, you know, there's experiments where, you know, it's a double slit experiment where you don't know if it's a wave or a particle. You know, and Dad Strat's the same way. You just don't know if you're not paying attention, it could be either. It's any option. But when you pay attention to Dad's strat, it consolidates into a possibility, a singularity. That's kind of like, the beginning of time.
Going up to that attic.
That's right. He could have chosen to build that ramp inside the structure.
It's just not the Bad Dad way.
14 seconds before I got to worry about getting into that cycle. But I am getting materials. And I'm heading towards the circle
He's
now.
not encountering any enemies. He's not dying.
I'm kind of wondering if I could figure out a way.
Sticking to the edge
Do I have enough
as much as
mats to do
possible.
this?
You know, what that is accomplishing is he cannot be surprised from multiple angles.
That's right.
So really,
I've
all
looked
he
at
has to
this.
worry about is taking fire from one side, from keeping a
Maybe I
watch
can
out for
build a
one
cube,
side. You see what he's doing
Like the
here?
Earth is set up on. People think the Earth
working
is
his way
round, and actually it's cubical,
around,
and when you get
still-
to its energy levels. There's way lines that go across the planet and intersect at certain points, and it's weird that at those certain points.
Definitely employing a type of strategy most other players
this is
don't.
actually a good spot.
We see here that this basically is the edge of the map.
It intersects at those certain
He's not
points.
falling
Ancient
and getting himself
ancient,
eliminated like he did in
buildings
the
that are
third
like
game
the
of
Giza
last
plateau
episode.
is there.
But instead,
And
he's building this.
I'm gonna
So
finish building
it's a
this road over
workaround. It's
Absolutely.
yeah.
Speaking of building
it's
plateaus.
pretty
It's-
ingenious.
It's next
Go
level,
back over
really.
Here.
Yeah.
Great spot to think about Dad's strat. All right, now this is an opportunity, I guess, for me to.
Staying on post right there. He doesn't have any real need to move.
We doing the headphones?
That's right. He is
Okay.
inside the circle.
Yeah.
Are you tired of unexciting headphones? You know, the kind that's fine for a night or two, but inevitably leaves you unsatisfied? Leave the monotony behind and get by with binaural oral headphones. Audio so titillating, it's downright indecent. A sleek, attractive, hard metal body is wrapped in a luscious, form-fitting leather that practically begs for your touch. Silky smooth cushions offer a sensuous embrace, while the ever-accommodating ear cups are more than ready to swallow ears of any size. This is so wrong. Oh, okay. Speaking of endurance, a 23-hour battery life is more than willing to last as long as you can, but should you tire it out, the quick charge features let you plunge back into the oral action without resting too long. With portable headphones so flexible and foldable, you can enjoy yourself in any daring or vanilla position you can imagine.
Sir, you can't be in here.
What's going on?
Patama!
No, who is that?
I'm in here now.
I'm sorry,
No.
folks. There appears to be a bit of an interruption.
How did I get here?
Seriously, are
Please
you
bear
drunk?
with us.
Fucking
Is
shout
that?
out to our sponsor,
Oh
For
my
Loco.
God, that's not our sponsor, people.
Oh my goodness.
Thomas, you can't be here. How
Not
did you
our
let him in
sponsor.
here, guys? I can't even see the game. Why is he here? Why are you here? No.
Why wouldn't I be here?
Oh my God.
All right,
Why wouldn't I be here right
he's
now?
making
I
his
should not have
way
shown you guys
towards
this.
the
Suck at
circle.
this game.
All right.
26 players left.
That's
can we
right.
get-
That's
Yeah,
right.
can
So,
we leave?
oh, he's
I'm
just
gonna
entered the
screw
top
you.
25.
Dude, you
So
smell
congratulations
Get
to
outta
Bad Dad
here.
on that. That is a Bad Dad
Polish
stat.
sausage and
Hey,
and
So
hey,
it seems Thomas has taken his
He's
distraction
mom.
okay,
levels
all right.
to
you know he doesn't
an
my
unreal
mom.
level.
Oh God.
But
could've
despite
been my
that, he's still
stepdad.
playing. He's still making his way
could've been
towards
my
that
stepdad.
circle,
Oh my
God, I can't
which
even
is
see,
the
dude.
important thing.
You're
He's trying to get that
You're not
top
my
10.
dad.
This is a professional thing,
You're not my
Thomas.
dad.
Thomas.
And as we see, more
Put your
players are
pants up.
dying.
Oh my God.
So now
Oh my
he's
God.
top
Are you
20,
serious?
continuing to
Now
we're
make his
seeing
way.
Not
We're
our
seeing
sponsor.
some
It's not our sponsor.
ramps
Eight
that have been built by
ball
other
energy.
players.
and
We're
oral
going-
binaural headphones.
For Logo is
Suck
not
this
a
game.
sponsor
Anonymous
of Bad
foul.
Dad.
No.
Victory snacks.
Fuck me. Fuck
Apologize
you.
to everybody.
No.
So sorry. This is so embarrassing.
No.
You can't do that. You got to blurp that out. Come on,
Come at me.
sir. Please,
Sir, you're gonna have to come around.
Thomas.
Come at
I
me.
do hope that this is
Oh my God.
being blurred here and that, as well as bleeped, we can't really tell right now, but
Nobody's
I'm
touching you,
assuming it
Thomas.
is.
No one's touching you.
Oh, it's 'cause I'm a kid.
I
I'm
forgive-
17.
Oh my God.
Forgive us for
Don't
this,
touch
for
me.
Thomas's transgressions.
Ah! 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 Oh! Ah!
Hope you guys are happy because you wanted some youth in the game.
My back!
This is what happens. This is what happens.
So what you'll notice is he's not going directly for the circle. He's still skirting because he knows he has time.
That's right. He has
Roger.
a minute and a
You
half
can't
left.
hold me back.
17 people
It'll
left. We are
take a
so
whole
close to
nation
top
to
10
hold
right
me
now.
back.
Oh my God, no, he's.
Despite immense levels of distraction and pressure being
I'm
put
just
on
trying to
him
play the
right
game,
now.
folks.
Now, Sergeant,
Thomas
I know
World.
it's you and I's
Hold on,
first
there's some guy
time
right there. Oh my God.
collaborating together. I know you have a
He's shooting at
military
me.
background, so perhaps you're not too familiar with a literary background. But
No,
it's
this is-
times like these,
Please, I mean, I'm top
like the
15. Come on.
distraction
No
that
way!
Thomas is
Come on, dude.
providing.
No way.
Where I like to
Seriously,
point out
please?
that,
You're
that
not the
Thomas
cream
is
of the
essentially
crop.
acting
Go
like
ahead and leave, please.
the dark
Go back home,
influence
please.
that
Security guards
Sauron
doing-
What's Stevie
provides
doing right now?
in the
you.
One
Stevie by
Ring,
himself outside right
constantly whispering into the ear of the ring bearer,
Seriously, he's your
constantly
brother. Take care of
distracting
what?
them, trying to make them fall into enemy hands and delivering that ring into the hands of evil. That's basically Thomas right now.
Well, you lost me there.
Oh my God. You know, it doesn't help when you
Basically
call him
gather
fat.
from what you're saying is that Thomas is evil.
Oh
And-
my God, look what you made me do.
and-
No!
That's top 14.
Man, fuck this live stream, man. You think I'll give
Okay,
a
so,
You know what I would
BadDad-
imagine?
God, seriously.
all
Yes.
these people on this live stream
That
right
if I was BadDad right now, and I am not, and BadDad is a much
now? Take
larger.
that.
Yeah, he
Take
probably
my
doesn't have the
teenage
same
aggression.
anger issues that I have to struggle with. That I probably would have thrown that evil into a fire just like we witnessed. Obviously, the other way around.
This
I don't know
is
about all this
nothing.
Lord of the Rings
This
stuff.
ain't shit to me. I played
Well,
Halo
it's
2.
a very
I
popular,
made $20
enduring
once.
literary title.
This one
But
doesn't
yes,
count.
we
Take it.
just
Okay,
we
this-
just
this
witnessed
game does not
BadDad
count.
get
I had a dude in my
14
face. I had
in a
three-
match of,
Come on,
of
guys.
solo.
I'm a dude.
Although
I'm a dude.
I will
I'm a
be
dude,
checking with the
some dude
producers
to me.
as
Yeah,
soon
I'm a
as they get a
dude.
free moment, once they've removed Thomas from the building,
Girlfriend's son.
that I will clear it with them to make sure that this does not count towards BadDad's official season 8 record. As far as
Yeah,
we
I'm
know,
real
folks,
mad.
he is 15
Thanks for
and 0.
picking up on the social
Stay
cues there,
15 and 0.
Thomas.
I used to suck on the same shit.
Which is truly impressive. And you know what?
Suck on.
We're just really glad that we could be here to commentate on
Strawberry
the
milk.
BadDad action. We're happy that you all joined us.
You got beautiful hair.
Everybody get ready for my mixtape. Dropping in about 2 weeks called Global Woman Part 3. You can keep me on SoundCloud. Lil Colgate, aka Young Colgate, aka Get That
Yeah,
Money
I mean,
Right
really,
Now.
nothing else needs to be said.
I can't clear it with the producers right now. They are a little busy with
still about to
Thomas
drop anytime
over
soon.
there, but
You know,
I'm
totally
fairly
gonna-
certain
I'm gonna have
this
more
will
people
Who
not
let
count
him in here?
towards
That's
BadDad's
what I wanna know.
record.
Like
That
watching
being
the stream.
15 and
Who,
0.
what's your
I'm
competent
fairly
fool
certain this
who
will
works for
not
theater
result
has
in
left this
15 and
meeting
1.
past them?
This will not result in
Yeah,
a
who
defeat.
let you in? Please
This
point
is,
him out.
this
Ain't
is
nobody
clearly
let me in.
Point
I
him out.
bleed past it.
unofficial,
I bleed
unofficial
past
in
it.
its capacity.
You know what I'm saying? I bleed
And
every
we
day.
apologize for any of the profanity, all of the
You
profanity,
guys want me to apologize
really,
for stuff, and then you
that
guys let this in.
Thomas
Oh,
is.
Bohemian Rhapsody.
What?
Bohemian Rhapsody. Give me an Oscar.
Okay.
The
Okay.
And
The
you know
fuck-
what? We'd really
fuck
like to
Robbie
take this
Maddox?
opportunity to apologize to
I don't wanna
all
say
of
that. No.
BadDad's sponsors right now. Those being Anonymous Fowl, premium
Shout out to our
scotch.
sponsor.
Not our
those
sponsor.
being
Not our sponsor.
binaural oral headphones, as
Yeah,
we've
you-
heard in the past
Jesus.
couple games, and that of 8-Ball energy
serious,
drink,
dude?
which is
Choice
definitely
of the
not for
generation.
loco. And so with that out of the way, and with this last game having come to an unfortunate end, we're gonna wrap things up here tonight, and we hope that all of you will tune in next week to another edition of BadDad at Fortnite. I have been your host, John E. Frakes,
And I am Sergeant Jefferson.
and we wish you all a very good night. Okay. What was that? I really don't know. I could not say. He's still in the facility. I'm trying
How has he
not.
not been removed yet? Do I need to go remove him?
You're not armed.
I mean,
in a legal capacity, I'm going to say no. But, I mean, does he need to be removed?